The NBA 2022 season is kinda weird. First, let's talk about my favorite team, the Kings. They lost to the Mavericks yesterday, 1-point loss. Against the Mavs team that didn't have Luka Doncic. That's embarrassing. De'Aaron Fox dropped 44. I mean, he couldn't make that clutch free throw, but no one should blame him for the loss. He dropped freaking 44. And Sabonis with 15, which is the second highest. And I can make out where I'm so disappointed and depressed. Harrison Barnes scored only 9 points. That's less than Trey Lyles. Like, the Kings literally only have 3 good starting players, like Fox, Barnes, and Sabonis. I mean, Lyles and Holiday, they are fine, but they are not like super good starters, and Holiday just can't find his rhythm in Sacramento. And Halliburton has been balling in Indiana. I mean, he has all the green light to do whatever he wants. Yeah, they have been winning some games recently, even though that's not their plan, but good to see Halliburton still balling. I believe they will play against the Kings very soon. I'm very excited to see what Halliburton can do on the Kings, since it's a trend that former King players like to torch us. Okay, the first weird thing of this season is this the fall of super team? So right now the Lakers and the Nets, as of this video, they are both under 500. That is insane. And they lost to the Celtics, they just did. And Tatum dropped 54. Oh my god. And Celtics beat them by 6. That's insane. They got Durant back. Kyrie was playing. And like, people were saying, oh, when Durant is back, we'll be alright. And then when Kyrie is back, we'll be alright. But no. Are they saying that when Simmons is back, they'll be alright? And according to Woj, he will actually miss the game against the Sixers, March 10th, 2022. And dang, dude, I think it's personal reasons or something. Oh my god, I'm not sure. Maybe he's afraid of getting booed. Is it even in? Yes, it's actually in Philadelphia. Yeah, I can see why maybe he has some like PTSD in Philly. In the Lakers, LeBron needs to score 56 in order to carry this team to a victory against the Warriors, who actually have been very bad recently despite the fantastic start. They have lost like 8 of the last 10 games. That's just insane. I mean, as a Kings fan, I guess that's ordinary, but for the Warriors, that's currently 43 and 21. That's horrible. And the Kings, they are about to make NBA history. Should I be excited? No. So yesterday lost their 42nd game of the season, which means they just broke the record for having the most consecutive losing seasons with 16. And if they miss the playoffs, it will be a new record too. They will be the only team that has missed the playoffs 16 years in a freaking row. Wow. And it's not looking good. They are closer to the 15th seed than the 8th seed. And they are closer to the 14th seed than the 10th seed. And they should just get a new coach this offseason. I don't know what to do. And the Lakers, I just mentioned it. AD and Westbrook, even though this is like a super team, I believe, because many people are saying this is a super team due to like their achievements, like All-Star, All-NBA, whatever, LeBron, Westbrook, Davis, even Melo. But Davis and Melo have, Melo has been fine, but Davis and Russ, they are just not being like, they are like dragging this super team down. I don't know what's going on. LeBron has been playing his best basketball in his 19th season at age 37. He averaged over 29 points. What the heck? He can still drop 56. LeBron's 56 points is actually the 4th oldest player to drop 50 or above, just behind Kobe in his final game 60, and Michael Jordan when he dropped 51 against the Hornets. That's kind of ironic. And number 1 is Jamal Crawford when he dropped 51 points on like the last game of the season against the Dallas Mavericks. I mean, LeBron, is he getting closer to the GOAT? I'm not really sure, because on this pace, he's probably gonna surpass Kareem. That's no doubt. As I believe he probably scores more than we anticipated this season. He's averaging over 29. I had to mention that again. That is simply crazy. Right now, Embiid is on top, Giannis is second, and LeBron is basically tied with Giannis. And DeRozan, just what a story. In his 13th season, he's playing the best basketball of his entire career. His mid-range looked unstoppable. I don't know, he just suddenly vanished when he got traded to San Antonio, but he just popped it back. And even Bleacher Report said this was the worst signing during the offseason last year. But the Bulls made it out. I mean, I don't think they are contenders yet, because I mean they are a bit lower tier than like the Sixers, the Heat, the Bucks. But I mean, they have been kind of unhealthy and COVID, so maybe when they are healthy, they are at the same level. But I would say like Bucks, Sixers, Heat, they have more like playoffs experience. Like DeRozan does have playoff experience, but I mean like as a team, because they haven't made the playoffs since 2017 when D Wade and Rondo were there, I believe. Even Jimmy Butler. Yeah, this season has been so weird because Kings suck. Okay, JK, that's very normal. And another weird thing I see recently, it's what the heck is going on with the Atlanta Hawks and the New York Knicks. I mean, they were like 4th seed and 5th seed last season, and did they make a lot of changes? I don't think so. Like Knicks, I mean Randall is not as good. This season he's not that great compared to last season. And Atlanta Hawks, they still have like the same player, but besides their defense is total trash. I don't know how to describe it. I'm a Kings fan and our defense is like horrible, but I think the Hawks are even worse. Like Capella, he's probably the only good defender on the team. And the Knicks, even their defense fell off. I don't know what Tom Thibodeau had done. I don't know, maybe adjustments. Maybe he hated Cam Reddish. Of course, that's not gonna impact everything. But maybe acquiring Fournier is not a good idea. So I'm hoping the Kings to get like a top 3 pick. That will be simply amazing. Oh yeah, I have to mention this, but Ja Morant has made Memphis a small market team be on the media a lot. That's crazy because how amazing he has been this season. And the Grizzlies, they are a very good franchise. I believe everyone knows that. Even Desmond Bane, Jaren Jackson, those are good picks. And the Kings, I haven't mentioned this in a while, but they traded Bagley, which they drafted right before Luka Doncic. I mean, DiVincenzo, basically that's the main target they got from Bagley. DiVincenzo is a good player, but after that injury, he's still trying to find his rhythm. But yeah, Kings will be back next season. And yeah, that basically caps off the entire 2022 season before the playoffs.